A thread by Carlos Osuita. President Trump drew this crowd in Florida, not a swing state. Here's the rally, link in the thread. The man is a dynamo. The Democrats, the press, and pollsters are putting out frenzied lies about how Trump has absolutely no chance of winning. I don't get it. How will this help the Democrats? As Rick Grenell said, nobody is even listening anymore. Now, I truly love Vice President Pence, but by 2024, he'll have served 2 terms as co-president. If he chooses to take some well-deserved time off, I hope the nominee is Grenell. He's a fighter like Trump, and he's fearless. By 2024, we won't even recognize the joint. Even so, we'll need another fighter. Pence is a fighter, as we saw when he pounded Harris into mush. As co-president, Pence will be able to continue the strategy. But I don't think people appreciate how hard he's working. He works as hard as Trump. If he wants the job, it's his. Even so, if he chooses to pass, I'll fully understand. At any rate, we need a fighter. We'll have plenty from which to choose. And delivering is the new normal. I think there will be several holdout states that will refuse to change their ways for the foreseeable future. We were told that people riot and loot because they're angry. Well, last night in Los Angeles, they rioted and looted because they were happy. Something about the Lakers. And then we had the usual leftist cop listing of all the damage that they did. Period. No attempt was made to stop them. Leftists always say, this is unacceptable, and then they allow it to continue. That mindset won't change in some places. Leftists get upset when Republicans use leftist tactics. Read this thread. The California GOP is trolling the Democrats brilliantly. Senator Melissa Melendez tweeted, I see the Secretary of State isn't happy about Republicans using the ballot harvesting law that the Democrats passed. Allow me to clarify what the law allows. A vote by mail ballot collected by a ballot harvester does not have to include the name or signature of the harvester on the identification envelope in order to be valid. A ballot harvester is not required to document the vote by mail ballot's chain of custody in any way. A ballot harvester is not required to disclose to a voter who they are working on behalf of or if they are being paid to collect ballots. A ballot harvester is not required to provide any kind of documentation receipt when collecting a vote by mail ballot. Election officials are not required to obtain any identifying information, including names, of ballot harvesters when they return collected ballots. Election officials are not required to maintain a list of persons who collect and submit collected ballots, regardless of how many ballots they submit. Any individual is eligible to harvest ballots, including non-California residents, illegal immigrants, foreign nationals. Any entity may have and compensate its employees to harvest ballots so long as the compensation is not on a per ballot basis, including campaigns, nonprofit organizations, businesses, including corporations, labor unions, churches. Ballot harvesters may collect an unlimited number of ballots. It appears Republicans are well within their right to collect ballots in this manner. It's just that Democrats don't like it. Okay, that's lovely. Die-hard Democrats and far leftists will remain that way until they're no longer with us. So we'll always need Trumpism. But Trump is creating structural changes that can't be undone. He's building a system that depends on keeping his changes. Democrats will forever be at a disadvantage because they always have to run on the platform of reinstating corruption, incompetence, and failures. This is what happens when you refuse to learn about your opponent. Everything the Democrats and turncoat Republicans are doing to try to stop Trump is 100% ineffectual. Also, they're throwing so many things at him, the attacks have become a cacophony that's really easy to tune out. My own trolls are bottom of the barrel. In the past, I had British actors, Canadian court clerks, Australian computer programmers, Irish everybody, and American academics. Now, link in the thread, angry German kid, basic gist, his trolls suck. The worst mistake leftists made, physically attacking and now murdering the commander-in-chief's supporters. We have a special relationship with our Trump. Leftists tell me that he's not their president. Fine, then he's ours, and you're no longer citizens. Remember, How to Get Rich, 2004, Donald Trump said, when somebody hurts you, just go after them as viciously and as violently as you can. Trump loves us too, his supporters, the ones you people are attacking with increasing abandon. We will re-elect Trump on election night. After that, I wish you all well.